Hello, Abby. I am so happy you're here. I cannot wait for everybody to hear your story. So thanks for coming on. You've been with me for, 2.5 years, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time. And you have evolved into a completely different person, but we'll go into that here later. But what initially made you want to get started with coaching with us?
Well, being a former college athlete, I'd never really had to work at being in shape until I had my daughter. And then I went back to school. So after I graduated, I never had worked to get back in shape after having Olivia. So I was kind of at a loss on what to do and where to start because it had always been programmed into my day. And I just had no idea.
So I reached out to you. Actually, you were referred by somebody we know and trust. And I reached out to you. And what were you kind of thinking? Were you like, okay, this is it, or I'll just kind of see what this is about? Maybe not. Like, what were you thinking then?
Honestly, I don't remember. I know being excited because I was like, I think this is more of what I need, because you can buy like the workout books that have a nutrition, but a book's not going to hold you accountable. I was like, maybe if I have somebody, like checking in on me and with a correct plan that I'll get to where I want to be and just be healthier overall. So I was excited, but also nervous because I had never worked with anybody besides like my sports coach.
For sure. Yeah. Cool. So during the last 2.5 years or so, what successes have you had?
A lot. My nutrition is better. My stress management is better. My squat, hello.
Yeah,
And just, I would say, an overall just personality shift. I'm a lot more confident, more self-aware. Just my body recomp is, I'm basically the same weight, but I look completely different. It's crazy.
You do,
Yeah.
for sure. So yeah, you mentioned like personality wise. So yeah, like there's the physical results. We're losing body fat, we're gaining muscle, we're getting stronger, we're eating better. But how has this like impacted your personal life?
I'm a lot happier. I have a lot of energy. My self-confidence has gone through the roof. I would say just overall, like my life is a lot more positive because I'm focusing on like what I can control and like using that to my advantage instead of like worrying about all the unknowns. I'm just a lot happier.
Yeah, I can see it in your face. Now those are your successes. What kind of challenges, if any, have you had over the last couple of years?
I had so many bad habits for so long. It took a while to I feel like deprogram some of those bad habits, staying up until midnight and binge watching TV.
Yeah.
Took a little bit.
Those are things that we've done for years, 10 plus years of our lives. And so the fact that you've been able to, remove a lot of those in this short amount of time is very impressive.
Thank
Sure.
You.
Yeah, of course. And so I remember our call. I remember our Zoom call. Now, what initial fears did you have about the initial investment when you first got started?
I was like, man, is this what am I going to see out of making this investment? Because, like you said, we were referred by a trusted friend, and I was like, he wouldn't put me in a situation where I'm not going to be successful. And him and I had talked before you reached out. He's like, if you're ready, this is the lady for you. And I was like, I'm ready. And so I just had to put my fear aside and just go after it.
Yeah, because you came into our highest tier program. You're like, give me everything. I want the whole experience. And here you are. So that's so exciting. And so many people let that hold them back. And can you imagine if you would not have moved forward, like where you'd be?
I don't want to imagine where I would be. My life would be completely different. I feel like starting has set off a chain reaction to get me where I am today. And had I not made that step, I wouldn't be in this spot or anywhere close.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can see just your quality of life has vastly improved since I've known you, which is amazing. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's exciting.
Yeah. Was that?
I said it's exciting. You
Yeah.
never know like what that one move that's going to be to give you a whole new life, basically.
It's wild. It's like the fork in the road. You know, you can take one path and it'd be completely different. You take the other path and be completely different. You definitely chose the right fork, which is the right
I did.
step. You did. Yeah. Any final remarks, anything that you want to say to somebody maybe watching, maybe somebody who was in your situation?
I would just say, like, try to put the fears aside, because you have to make a change to see a change. And sometimes, like, the change is it's going to be scary. No matter what you do, change is scary. You just you have to change. You have to do it. It's just, I don't know. That's all I can really say. Like, it's been life changing.
Yeah.
It's okay to be scared.
It's okay. Yes. That's, I mean, you know, getting out of your comfort zones where really, really good stuff happens. And a lot of people just kind of stay there and they don't ever like evolve, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I think you have to take like a deeper look into what exactly you're doing. And it's uncomfortable. And, you know, some people don't like to be uncomfortable, but I encourage anybody who's on the fence to get uncomfortable.
I love that. I love that. Well, Abby, thank you so much. I'm sure that you'll inspire many. You never know who you're going to inspire. I always say that. So thank you so much for coming on here. And this is only the beginning for you. So I'm excited to see kind of where everything else takes you.
Me too.
Yeah.